5 ancient laws lost for centuries, break them, and fate breaks you. Follow them, and destiny bows at your feet. Since the dawn of civilization. From the silent mountains where sages meditated for decades, to the golden palaces where kings whispered their deepest fears, 5 ancient laws have quietly, invisibly shaped the rise and fall of empires, families, and individuals. These laws were never written in books, nor taught in schools. They were carved into the bedrock of experience, passed down through bloodlines, and fiercely guarded by the wise who understood their power. They are the invisible threads that control fortune and misfortune. Those who break them stumble, lost to fate. Those who follow them move through life like rivers cutting valleys, unstoppable, inevitable, and destined to shape the world around them. Today, you stand at the threshold where few have ever stood. Before the doorway to forgotten wisdom. To truths that time has tried to bury, but that still hold the keys to power, influence, and destiny. If you dare to step through. If you dare to learn, absorb, and apply what the ancients knew, your life may never be the same again. Because once these laws guide you, you do not chase destiny, destiny bends, shifts, and bows to you. The question now is simple, yet profound. Will you remain in the shadows of the ordinary, or step into the light of the extraordinary? The choice is yours. And the consequences are eternal. 1. The first law, the law of dangerous words. Loose tongues invite misfortune. Silent minds command destiny. In ancient scrolls buried under dust and time, the sages left a warning sharper than any blade. A single reckless word can burn 1,000 blessings. Think about it. Why do some people speak little, yet earn deep respect wherever they go? And why do others lose trust instantly, from just one careless sentence? Because words are never just sounds. They are weapons that wound, shields that protect, and seeds that shape the fate you will one day walk into. The ancients taught. Do not reveal your ambitions too early, envy awakens long before success arrives. Do not share your worries with everyone, most listeners seek entertainment, not solutions. Do not boast, the moment you brag, the world begins testing you. The wise speak like archers. Every arrow deliberate, every shot meaningful. When used well, words elevate you. When misused, they betray you. And sometimes, your silence carries more power than a king's proclamation. Let the foolish be loud. Let the wise be precise. For destiny listens, and responds to every word you release. 2. The second law, the law of influence. Power is not in the loud voice, but in the well-timed word. In the ancient courts, the ministers who survived decades of political storms were never the ones who spoke the most. They were the ones who understood when to speak, and equally, when not to. True influence has nothing to do with volume. Influence is not noise. Influence is presence. The old masters left behind timeless principles, etched into generations. Speak only when your words add value, not to fill silence, but to shape direction. Praise with precision, sincere recognition commands loyalty, empty flattery breeds contempt. Never respond in anger, an emotional tongue exposes weaknesses faster than any opponent can. And above all, when in doubt, remain silent and smile. For silence reveals nothing, and conceals everything. Silence creates mystery. Mystery sparks curiosity. Curiosity transforms into respect. And respect becomes influence. Remember this. A person who commands their own voice does not merely control what they say. They control the atmosphere, the attention, and the entire room. Influence is not about speaking more. It is about speaking with purpose. 3. The third law, the law of hidden things. Not every truth deserves daylight. Some truths protect you by remaining in the dark. The ancient sages understood a difficult truth about human nature. People may smile at you, but few truly wish for your prosperity. Behind warm greetings may hide cold intentions. And so, they carved into their teachings 3 things that must never be spoken beyond the threshold of your home. 1. Your family's flaws. No outsider deserves to hold your household in their gossiping hands. Once your private troubles escape your walls, they grow teeth, and return to bite you. A family's dignity is like silk, once torn, it can never be fully mended. 2. Your wealth. Even the moon hides behind clouds. What shines too brightly invites hungry eyes, envy grows faster than fortune. And envy, once awakened, can turn friends into strangers, and strangers into threats. Wealth that is seen becomes wealth that is targeted. 3. Your private wounds. Not everyone who listens wishes to heal you. Some listen only to judge. Some listen only to gossip. And some wait patiently for the moment your weakness becomes their opportunity. Your pain is sacred, share it only with those who deserve the weight of your truth. By guarding what matters, you do more than hide secrets, you shape the battlefield of your destiny. You decide what others can use against you, and what they will never discover. Secrecy is not deception. Secrecy is self-defense. Secrecy is wisdom. Secrecy is survival. 4. The 4th law, the law of boundaries. A man without boundaries is a candle in the wind, easily bent, easily broken. In the ancient clans, the people who earned lifelong respect were not always the richest, the strongest, or the most talented. They were the ones who understood the sacred art of limits, the rare ability to know where to stop, and when. A true gentleman knows when to speak, and when silence is the greater victory. When to step forward, and when a strategic retreat is the highest form of wisdom. When to say yes, and when a firm no is the only path that protects dignity. Boundaries are not walls. They are invisible armor, shielding your peace, your reputation, and the direction of your life. A person who tries to please everyone pleases no one. A person who chases every desire becomes a slave to desire. And a person who refuses to draw the line becomes a playground for the world. But the one who sets firm boundaries, becomes the guardian of their own destiny. For the ancients believed, to control your time is to control your strength. To control your space is to control your opportunities. To control your boundaries is to control your fate. Master yourself, and the world will treat you with the respect you command. Because mastery of self is mastery of destiny. 5. The 5th law, the law of destiny. Your words sculpt your fate. Your silence guards your blessings. Your actions carve the road beneath your feet. The 5th law is the culmination of all that came before it. The law that unites speech, restraint, secrecy, influence, and discipline into a single, unbreakable principle. Destiny is not random. Destiny is not blind. Destiny follows only those who live with purpose, awareness, and intention. It is drawn to the person who guards their words like precious jewels, knowing that careless speech can undo years of effort. Honors their boundaries, never allowing the world to trespass upon their peace or manipulate their path. Keeps sacred things hidden, protecting their inner life from the prying eyes of those who would exploit weakness. Speaks with influence, not noise, understanding that every word is a tool to shape reality. Acts with purpose, never wandering aimlessly, but moving deliberately, like a sculptor shaping stone. Such a person becomes unshakable. A mountain amid storms, a lighthouse amid the chaos. Opportunities do not have to be chased, they are drawn to them. People trust them instinctively. Fortune flows naturally, like rivers seeking valleys, like light finding its way through clouds. The ancients whispered truths that still resonate today. To change your life, change your mouth. To protect your future, protect your mind. Take this to heart. Those who master these 5 laws rise above the ordinary. Not through force, not through luck, but through wisdom honed by discipline and clarity of action. And now comes the question that will define your path from this moment forward. Will you let these laws remain forgotten, buried in dust on ancient scrolls? Or will you take them, sharpen them, and use them to rewrite your destiny starting today? Your future does not wait for hesitation. It does not pause for fear. It is waiting for your decision, your commitment, and your courage. If these ancient laws resonate with you, if every line you just read stirred something deep within, if you feel the pull of truth in these teachings, then act. Leave a like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe, so I can continue bringing you even more hidden wisdom, forgotten knowledge, and powerful truths that the world has tried to bury. Remember, destiny does not knock twice. It shifts the moment you choose it. The question is, will you step forward, or will you let this moment pass? Peace.